generation. I remember way back, you ain't have no swag. You did a little research, now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk, now you got new swag. You did a little research, now you got a moon bag. Well, let me show you what the moon bag's like. You take them gains when it gets that high. I mean, the market may dip for a little bit. That's when I hurry up and buy. Me, I just wanna rub them thighs. I like my oatmeal chunky. Banana nuts all in it. Shit, you're talking about the blockchain monkeys. It's a solo nation.
Now, when it comes to crypto, we're talking about cold storage. Get your crypto off the exchange and into a cold storage wallet to where only you have access. Okay? Decent wallet link in the description. Now!
Transact. So people know, and this is what you really have to understand. This is not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is such a danger because you get to do with it what you want to do with it. And the Federal Reserve is not aware of anything and can't do anything. You have the ultimate power with your money. The opposite is true with the Fed coin that they will be introducing. And this is what makes it so dangerous. Not just the tracking. They will not just know absolutely everything that you spend, but Justin just said,
what is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology, but there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give my opinion. So today, we're going to drop in on Glen Beck because he's bringing you this heat on what is happening with these CbdCs and also the importance of cold storage. Take a look.
A key word that most people don't really understand. It's programmable, meaning it is programmable for the individual. So in other words, if the government decides that they're going to, we need to cut down on fatties, then my digital coin will not allow me to buy fatty foods. I wouldn't be able to go to McDonald's. I'm using this as an example. There is not, anything in the works to do this, except this is what programmable means. They can program it. So if they say, you know what, nobody's going to work, you're not an essential employee, your coin will not buy gas. So you can go to try to fill up, but when you put your digital card in from the Fed, it will say denied. And you won't have any way other than that card to be able to buy what you need. It is absolute control of your life.
Yes, that is exactly right. And there actually has been statements that have been made by the Biden administration itself, where it is said as part of its report studying CBDCs and the benefits of it and how it would be designed if it were going to make a CBDC, even though they haven't committed to doing that exactly. They've done all the groundwork for it. They've said flat out that a CBDC needs to account for climate change. It needs to have financial inclusion built into it. It needs to have equity built into it. It needs to...
Huge shout out to Justin Haskins. He is dropping his heat right now. Take a listen.
Have concerns about pollution built into it. They have worked with hundreds of...
For those of you out there pushing the CBDCs, right, make sure you get a full understanding of it first, okay?
Stakeholders, we all know what that means, nonprofit groups and labor organizations and others.
Community activists.
Help design the CBDC. So why are they doing all of that? Because it's going to be programmed so that you can use it in certain ways, so that it can be prohibited in other ways, and it can change on a dime. See, that's the other important thing. It's not when it's programmable, they can change the rules whenever they want. It's not as though they set the rules at the beginning and that's the rules forever.
Hello.
They can change the rules as they go. That's the threat of a programmable currency. So it is a huge threat to liberty.
And all they will concentrate on is the one fact, and mark my words, this way it's going to happen. We're going to have a banking collapse. Because there's a banking collapse, that will cause the dollar to skyrocket in inflation, possibly hyperinflation, because you won't be able to have a supply chain anymore. So many people.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not financial advice whatsoever, but do you have cold storage? Do you have precious metals? Do you have hard assets, ladies and gentlemen? Something you might want to take a look at. And also, if you guys are new in this space, There's an e-guide in my website, blockchainmonkeys.com. Get yourself educated and learn how to properly secure your assets.
People will be unemployed. There's so much money awash that if you want to buy something, well, you got $100. Yeah, I'll buy that for $100. And it might be something that was worth $4 before the collapse. And people will pay it. Hyperinflation will go crazy. The Fed will say, look, we got to stop this. Inflation is too much. We're going to give you digital currency. It's already in a bank with your name. All you have to do is sign in, and it will give you the money, and that's what's going to control inflation. How do we know this? Because we wrote about it in Arguing, I believe it was in Arguing with Socialists, a chapter that we almost didn't put in on modern monetary theory. And modern monetary theory is what we're operating on. We can spend as much money as you want. Don't worry about inflation. If they have digital control of everyone's spending.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain.